window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Garoppolo now. This is caught. Gronkowski.
And Rob Gronkowski had 1 catch for 11 yards against Buffalo. It came in the 4th quarter. He's still trying to get back in form after the pulled hamstring earlier this year.
Yeah, and as he gets back into form, he'll be happy to have Tom Brady back under center.
And Martellus Bennett, another tight end, helping take the pressure off of Gronk.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blount as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
A fake to Anderson, now it's Lynch. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. To throw is Lynch. He'll air it out deep. He's got a man. Complete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. You know, it seems like most every week we're talking about young players, young quarterbacks that have really come on strong. But Dak Prescott, Carson Wentz, they've earned their stripes early.
Their play has really been off the charts. When you look at it, Carson Wentz, they made him the starter to begin the season. They're 3-0, and he hasn't turned the ball over yet. And Dak Prescott, they didn't expect him to be the starter at all, but he seized the opportunity. His team is 3-1, and he hasn't turned the ball over.
Yeah, 8 touchdowns, no interceptions between those two guys. Jabal Sheard in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Simeon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Simeon surveying the field. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They slot Gronkowski outright. Again, here's Blunt. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
First throw now for the backup Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Well, making a pivot for a second, certainly one of the surprises so far. You look at the NFC Conference title game last year, Arizona and Carolina combined 2-6 right now, Charles.
Hard to believe because, remember, Carolina was 15-1 in the regular season last year, and Arizona was 13-3, both of them with Super Bowl expectations when we kicked off 2016.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A pickup of 24 on the the third down conversion.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
It's a gain of 14 there, and it gives the Pats a first down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They'll get 19 yards there, and it'll give the Patriots a first down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Blunt. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. Here's Blunt. Muscles him off. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They start the drive with Anderson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, Anderson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Chris Long in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen B told y'all.